Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Odon here, your traffic jockey in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. We welcome you to the big broadcast here for a Thursday, already July 21st. Can you believe it's already July 21st? And I think I've worn the wrong shirt again as we're blending in with the background. So I created my own green screen, right? I could have retired this shirt. Probably more ways than one, but nonetheless, thanks a lot for joining us. We are live here this morning. We're going to 8:30 as we are going to set up, as we always do for Thursday, for the NJ morning show. So just have to let the computer cool down and so forth, and connect to their servers there in Fair Lawn, beautiful Fair Lawn, New Jersey. So anyway, good morning, everybody. We welcome you to the big broadcast. Again, July 21st is our date. John is on vacation, so I will be filling in for the esteemed John Rocco. Fact is, let's see if his... I think our slides are still in the system, and that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you, StreamYard. We are going to share the screens here this morning with you. We have to, again, why does it do that? I'm not interested in doing that. Thank you very much. There we go. So we do have John's forecast for the 7-day, which we will, let's do it. We're at 7:15 and we came on a few minutes later, but let's do it right now. So we'll take a look at, again, for tomorrow, Friday, being 96 degrees, 97 for Saturday, 98 for Sunday, 90 on Monday, and 87 on Tuesday. So we're smack dab in the heat wave here. You know, today will mark 3 days for that heat wave today. But this afternoon could see some... certainly see some storms that pop up across the area. So again, just be mindful of that here today. Things could get a little bit stormy, you know, as we head out for later this afternoon, as that air gets quite superheated, as they call it. But again, for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably the worst of it's going to be on to Saturday and Sunday, getting closer towards 100, if not maybe slightly over that, 100, 101, maybe. We'll see. Then a slight cool down for Monday at 90, and then brings it down into the upper 80s for Tuesday. So we'll have another check of that forecast coming up in about a half an hour's time. And this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. All right, so with all of that said, and there was a lot to unpack there in the first 3 minutes of the show, what we want to do is we do have a situation here in the Bronx this morning. Hope that my computer is working right. So let's go here. So this is going to be off the northbound Hutchison River Parkway now. It's on the ramp to, it's on this ramp to the southbound Bruckner Boulevard. That's what's being reported now. It was unfortunately, a school bus flipped over. And again, hearing from just some brief reports from other media that there look like there may be some injuries, but not quite sure as far as what kind of a school bus it is. So again, here it is, overturned vehicle on the Hutch northbound ramp to the Bruckner area, Bruckner Boulevard. All lanes are closed there. And then we have another problem on 95, the ramp at East Tremont Avenue. That's going to be going eastbound on the Cross Bronx. We got 2 lanes shut down. And a broken down vehicle here in the Lincoln Tunnel back to New Jersey. So a lot going on. I want to go back here to the Hutch issue with the cameras. Oh, why does it do that? Why does it do that? Was the heat or what? Cranky old man this morning. Let's see. I don't think there are any cameras. Well, let's see. That I think is to the Cross Bronx there. That's northbound coming into that situation with that flipped over school bus. No. Ah, is this it here? Yeah, this is the scene on the northbound hutch here at Bruckner Boulevard. It's again the exit for it's going through that whole thing that you always hear. It being called the Bruckner interchange, which is literally what it is a Bruckner interchange. Wow. Well, we hope everybody is okay in this. Let's see. Let's hang with it here. So it must be right here. It's on that ramp. Must have flipped over. I'm thinking flipped to the left, and it's now into the grassy shoulder here of the hutch. You know, let's do this if we can find it in all this soupy mess. I think it's going to be right here. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is it here. Go street view. And there's no trees. So here is 1A. That must be right in here. Maybe negotiated the turn a little bit. I have a feeling it flipped this way. This off of here. So again, this is going to eventually lead you on to Bruckner Boulevard, which will then feed on over to, again, it's really to Bruckner Boulevard, not so much to the southbound side of the Bruckner this morning. But we thank our friends over at New York City DOT for the use of the camera. So I'm as much as this computer is probably on the way out, I'll let that run for a little bit because I want to come back to that. Let's go to the maps here. Let's go back to the maps. And so, we're fairly congested back to the Whitestone Expressway this morning. There was another issue that we were talking about here moments ago. Let's see. Looking at Cross Bronx. That was over an hour old. I think that one is gone. I think that is gone at East Tremont, but we can take a look. East Tremont is, no, it's Castle Hill, Ellis, Plains. East Tremont's on this side. Right in here. Let's go back to the maps here. Unless it's up in this area. Pelham Parkway, maybe? No. I think that there was something happening right up in here because East Tremont is here. So, let's see. I like how they still have the old school Triborough Bridge sign. It's great. Unless it's like right there, that Throgsneck extension, as it's sometimes called. Yeah, I think that's kind of where it is. We got to go back to the maps. It's right up in here. That's what we were talking about with that crash. All right, so really that's the top story. I'm going to leave the city DOT incident page open as far as, let me just rearrange this now. Come off of this to give the computer a little breathing room. So a bit of a tough situation. Hopefully everyone is okay. All right, actually, we got some comments here on Facebook. The G-Man, Dizzle, my man. Good morning, brother. How are you? Good to see you. Things are well. It's my man G-Man, as he's in the one of the pictures in the back here with us. Anna, Buenos dias. Can't even talk straight. Buenos dias. Try to stay cool, everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to stay cool here. Actually, I'm going to turn down the air conditioner just a little bit, bring it down a couple degrees because it's awfully warm here this morning. Let's see. Alexandra, good morning. Good morning, Don. Heading to Crystal Springs via East Rutherford for my bachelorette party. Awesome. Oh, that should be a lot of fun. Want to hear the stories, Alexandra? Or what stays in Vernon Township? What happens in Vernon stays in Vernon, right? So you're going to go, Route 3, more than likely Route 3 to westbound 46 to 23 north, and then you're just going to hang on 23 all the way up to 94. And I believe Crystal Springs is right up in here, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's right here. But let's just see if my geography is correct. Island General Store, Beach 3. Oh, that's Mountain Creek. It's in the same spot, I think, right, Alexandra? I think it's up in here. And Anna says, whoa, there we go. Anna says, have fun, Alexandra. Yes, have a lot of fun. I think it's up off of 94. I think, there it is. I knew I was close. Because it's all, I think it's all part of what was the old Traction Park, right? That's a cool documentary. I believe it's still on, I think it's on Netflix still. Maybe it's Amazon Prime. I don't know which one, whatever one of them. It was actually very well done. But you can't even fathom that park was actually allowed by any form of any civilized government or whatever, because it was just mass chaos, absolutely mass chaos. And the Wild Turkey Golf Club, I've always wanted to play that. That is a very cool looking golf club. But there it is, Crystal Springs, right off of the intersection of 23 and 94 in Hamburg. Bum, 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 bum. All right. And actually, I can actually do this. Well, all right. So let's go here. Broken down truck on the upper level of the George getting into the city. Left lane is out of service there. 295. Tractor trailer and vehicle fire. Southbound ramp to exit 43. Mount Laurel. All lanes open. Ramp closed and detoured. I think there's a camera in that location. Let's check that out here this morning. Yes, we do. If the camera works. Aha. All right. We're actually doing fairly well with our cameras here this morning. We thank our friends over at City DOT, NJ DOT. Wow. Big fire there. Looks like that is now extinguished from, forget how they call it. I don't know if it's Company 14, Ladder Company 14 from Mount Laurel, as you saw it there. So only that left lane is getting by here this morning. And we'll just follow that. There's the DOT vehicle. We continue on to the safety patrol, sponsored by Geico. The SSP group is a really, really great group. One of their headquarters, I think, is going to be, it's off of 287 in Harding at the rest area. That's one of their locales. And I think there's a number of different places, but that's one of the biggest ones that I know of out of Harding off of 287 in Morris County, just before you come into Morristown. Really great group of individuals. They do an amazing job patrolling the roads. And I just don't think they get as much credit as they should, because they're putting their life on their line as one of the emergency responders. And we're just talking emergency responders. We're talking, somebody with just a flat tire, but, just getting out on these major highways and trying to change a flat tire off on the shoulder is a very dangerous prospect, so goes to them. I don't think they get enough credit for the work they do. All right, so we are looking at 295 So once again is going to be, I'm not sure where these guys are going with the cameras, but let's just give you the incident now. Okay, we gotta widen this up. Come on, Smitty. There we go. Broken edge here on 295 southbound, the ramp to 43. I think it's really the entrance ramp on 43 for Creek Road and Mount Laurel. All lanes open. The ramp is shut. I believe this is it, as the dog next door is just going bananas. It's right in here. So wait a minute. So maybe it's not 295. Okay, so wait a minute. I got my bearings all screwed up. The Whopper is all screwed up. Let's see. Here. All right. That's kind of what I was thinking. It seemed like it was too small of a road for 295. So that's Creek Road. And you're looking to the west of it. It's the exit ramp at 43 is shut, but it's going to be on Creek Road, is where the issue is with this, what's left of this tractor trailer fire. Okay, so now I've got my bearings straight. It's right in here. That is going to be our area in question. Questions. It's right along in here. Because the camera is right there. See? Hello. There it is. There's the camera. That's right here on this overpass. And then this entrance ramp, or exit ramp per se, is shut until further notice. So exiting off the southbound side at 295. Just make yourself some alternate plans there. All right, friends, we are at 7:30. We're sweating it out here in the traffic center, and wow, this shirt is not the most conducive for my background. We've got to figure alternate plans here. This is like an exit ramp being shut. I gotta just there's so many things happening here on the screen all at the same time, and that's my issue. That's why I keep looking off camera, because I can't see it because there's a second monitor and it's going the other way. So what are we doing here? Oh, okay. So this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley Newman is the owner, operator, and proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. So now I want to show you this very quickly. We'll do it in the full sponsorship here in about 15 minutes, but believe I have it here. Darley is doing another one of the Facebook Live programs. Wait for the computer to come up. Let's see. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring back the camera, the page. All right, so there's Dar right there in the orange, and this is her on the river cruise. So she's joining us live. This is the Facebook Live again tomorrow afternoon. Obviously, because of the time difference being 6 hours ahead. So she's starting this at 6:30 her time, 12:30 Eastern, as we sail into Bordeaux with a Uniworld. So that should be a lot of fun. And again, she'll take, your questions, comments, anything you want to know about river cruising. So I think that's a great angle for Darley in the program to do those live shows. It's very interactive. It's a great idea. And the last one was very well attended in Santa Fe. So I imagine this one is probably going to be even double that. But again, you click on the Facebook link, follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and then you go to her Facebook page. It's really for Travels to Darley. You can just look it up on Facebook, and you can go ahead and join the Facebook Live. Again, tomorrow afternoon, it's a lunch timer. So 12:30. So sit down, have your lunch, and enjoy the ride into Bordeaux, France. Very chic and fancy, right? Doesn't it? As we're just trying to get you, we're just trying to get you through Mount Laurel. Dara's on the boat going to Bordeaux, France. But anyway, I digress for the first time. But we thank her for sponsoring this half hour of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, we got another crash here on 19. Looks like it's been out there for a little while. We'll go here. Wow, this dog next door is like sounds like the G-Man's Mad Max. Holy cow, or Scrappy, one of the two. I'm not sure. This dog next door is nuts. You just walk past the window and the thing just starts screaming its head off. All right, so there's the crash here this morning. Hopefully everyone's okay. It's the local side on the northbound side of 19 local lanes here. So this is kind of getting up into truck routes 1 and 9. So we've got a lot to unpack here. There's a fire truck there, and I don't know where the police are unless they're behind this vehicle here. So this is one car, 2, 3. I don't know what this vehicle on the shoulder in the express side is doing, if they were involved in it. Again, the difference between the local and express lanes here in Newark is just this small little curb. I mean, the car isn't super low like my Cadillac. I mean, you can certainly drive over that very slowly. You can get cross over that little, it's really like almost like a curb, a concrete curb. So it's certainly possible that the impact may have sent this vehicle over to the express side, but it seems like it's too neatly parked on the shoulder. But again, they could have moved that as well. But so again, that is going to be the northbound side, local lanes. One lane is shut there. So you got to be real mindful coming out of the, let's go here. Let's bring it up to here. Looks like we get some trouble on 287 too. We'll get to that in a second. But it's right in here. So, if you're coming out of the airport and looking to get up in towards Kearny, Jersey City via the Skyway, I'd stay with the Bay Extension, even though you're seeing a little bit of crowding here. It's much better than sitting in all of this. Or if you're heading to the Holland Tunnel further to the west in Irvington, Hillside, Union, Springfield, Short Hills, Milburn, Cranford Clark, Kenilworth, that whole 9 yards. You want to go onto the Bay Extension to get to the Holland and just avoid 1 and 9. Getting into the city. Again, I've done this route many times when I worked in New York 1 because they were right here in lower Manhattan. So to save some cash, I go eastbound, I take 22 on over towards 19 to at that point, the Skyway was still shut. So I had to go truck routes 1 and 9 and do that whole deal. But, a lot of people use the freeway. Go ahead and do things. This westbound 22, I don't like what I see here, unless this is just some traffic through. Now it looks like there may be a crash here onto the ramp to the Parkway being reported. Okay. So that is going to be a new situation. Let's just update this here. So we got, we got a lot cooking here for 7:36, as we always do every morning. As it's cooking, it's cooking pretty good here in the traffic center. Let's see. Where am I going? All right, we know we've lost the connection there. We want to go. So it looks like there's definitely something going on just west of Vauxhall Road. As you come into the Parkway here this morning in Union, southbound Parkway, also maybe through the long-term construction. It's this 287 that's got me concerned. I think there's something happening here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, so let's go to the cameras as New Jersey, certainly aims to please with mass chaos on a daily basis. And it's just amazing how some media thinks that there's no place for traffic whatsoever. Never understand that one. I just don't understand it. But we can tell New Jersey residents about stuff happening in Montauk. Well, real bright move, isn't it now? So this is looking south. Okay. So the crash has got to be before 28 and onto the onto the Raritan River Bridge. Here it's just past exit 12 for Canal Road. Almost positive there it is, 12. Donnie baby still got it right. So it's just off the bridge here, just before you come up towards exit 13, between 12 and 13 northbound on 287. We've got a crash, and you can just see it is an absolute bacchanal getting out towards exit 10 into exit 9 for River Road. So even back towards, well, we're almost back to exit 8 for Possum Town. That's going to run you, well, let's just see. Let me do the quick scan here very quickly, very quickly out to Western Jersey. 78, 206, 80 is good. A little heavy traffic on eastbound 80 as we come into 287. I want to go here. Let's do this. Let's go to the travel times, because I'm going to say that's got to be at least 15, 20 minutes, maybe at this point. Northbound 287. All right, so from the Turnpike, exit 0, but there is no exit 0. We only know there's one official exit 0, and that's in Cape May on the Parkway. 278, which is going to be interchange 21. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, about 21 minutes, mile a minute per se. About 20 minutes. Yeah, about a 20-minute delay. And again, the majority of it is between exits 8 through 13 is just absolutely hammered. Unfortunately, the cameras are just not in the right spot to actually be able to see what's going on, to get a visual. So, and it must have just happened because I didn't see anything about 5 minutes ago, 5 to 10 minutes ago, as we were concentrating on that Creek Road truck fire. So as you head down the shore of the Parkway, 35, 36 are all moving fine. Let's continue on to 18, Route 9, 195. The Parkway is good. 35 getting into and out of Point Pleasant is looking good as well. 70, 37, we are clear. So again, it's going to be a nice, hot, humid day to head to the beaches, maybe get a little relief to beat the heat. But again, you got to keep an eye to the sky, be weather aware. Parkway, Atlantic City, AC Expressway is fine. So let's do this now. Let's go to Staten Island. Looks pretty good for Anna, Paulie, and Nikki. Outer Bridge, Goethals, Bayonne, Staten Island Expressway, West Shore is fine. Verrazano, the last couple of days, it's been this, I think there's some road work heading out to 8 o'clock on the lower road. I think it's the lower roadway. It's kind of backed up things just a bit. Inbound Gowanus is a mess up to the Prospect, all the way onto the BQE, heading up to the Brooklyn Bridge. The Prospect is fine, but the southbound side of the BQE is heavy here at Flushing Avenue, all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, the southbound side of the BQE is heavy Queens Boulevard, all the way through the Kosciuszko Bridge. As you get out to the Williamsboro Bridge, the Willie B, a little bit heavy there. Be expected. Lower Manhattan, we are fine. Midtown Tunnel, about 15 at the Ed Koch. FDR Drive playing real nice here. Just a little sluggishness south into 96th. And then south as you get out towards the RFK Triborough is a little bit busy. What else is new? The ride into Manhattan via the Manhattan span of the RFK is heavy. West side, little crowding down right off the George, but that's it. The D actually looks pretty good through the long-term construction here as you come in towards Yankee Stadium. Southbound Bruckner is a little slow at the Bronx River Parkway. Same thing with westbound Cross Bronx. Again, it's this crash here. A couple of things is north on the Hutch. Exit 1A to Bruckner Boulevard is shut with that flipped over vehicle. And then north on or east on the Cross Bronx to the right up into East Tremont Avenue. We are looking at another crash in the process of being cleared. So, if you're coming back, if you're going from Queens into the Bronx, I'd stay with the Throgs Neck. Is going to be the better ride for you. Whitestone Expressway is fine. So we're in a little bit of a summertime volume pattern here for a Thursday. A little heavy here out by LaGuardia, west of the Grand Central. LIE, typical delays both ways to the fairgrounds. East getting into the Clearview, both ways to the Van Wyck. You can't win. Out by Hillside Avenue, east on the Grand Central is going to be a slow ride as we make our way to the Clearview. And then the Cross Island heading north this morning is really busy from Sunrise Highway all the way up to the Grand Central Parkway, and then both ways out by Kennedy, the belt is a little sluggish. But other than that, the belt is moving fine all throughout Brooklyn. Let's go to the Long Island incident page. A couple things happening here this morning. Thought I was going to sneeze. Whew, wow, I hate that. Westbound on Sunrise Highway now is shut at Hospital Road. Okay, I think there's a camera there. And then east on the LA 5051, the shoulder is out. So let's go to the cameras here on Sunrise. I believe that's it here, and I don't think there's any cameras. Yeah, so all right, so westbound side of Sunrise Highway is shut here at Hospital Road for this crash, and we are well back to Horse Block Road. I can't remember whether there is a, let's see. Can't remember whether there is a service road here on Sunrise Highway. I don't know if the G-Man is still with us. This is kind of his neck of the woods, Eastern Long Island. There is a service road. Well, we can really just check here, and that proves that there is no service road on Sunrise Highway through that stretch. Sunrise Highway is an interesting thing because it kind of turns more into a, typical highway. When you're in Nassau County, it's more like Hempstead Turnpike with traffic lights and all kinds of fun stuff. But then once you get east of a certain point, I don't know if it's here by 112 North Ocean Avenue, really, kind of opens up into a kind of normal type highway, almost like the Northern State or the Southern. So that's a tough ride for drivers here in Shirley, Mastic, Moriches, Brookhaven. Again, just be really careful. Maybe the better play really would be to head to the William Floyd and take that north up to the LIE to avoid the issues here with the full closure. I think that's probably the better situation going through central Suffolk County. East on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton is really crowded through Watermill and Bridgehampton this morning. That's kind of par for the course. West on the LIE is heavy west of 112. Then getting into Vets Highway is heavy. West on the LIE is heavy here at Deer Park Avenue. But as you get in towards Syosset, a little crowded here at 135. Then the westbound LIE is heavy into exit 39. Southern, fairly typical congestion both ways here over at the Wantagh Parkway. So watch for that. All right, so that is going to be Long Island here at 746. And you know what? Let's do the break and the sponsorship first before we get to Connecticut and the HV, Hudson Valley. So let's bring up a couple temperature maps here. Now, these maps, as we know, are going to be almost an hour old. So take that with a grain of salt here this morning. Salt. So temps are, really muggy, really just ugly, kind of, sticky air you can wear, your bad hair day, the whole deal. So we're looking at mid to upper 70s across Long Island, into the 80s here in Central Park, LaGuardia, EWR at 80. But look at the humidity, almost 80% there, 90% here because they're right on the water. Teterboro coming in at 79. We'll check in with some of our reporting stations here. Hudson Valley, look at Monticello at 68. But, as Justin told us a couple weeks back, that's at elevation. I don't know what the elevation of Monticello is. I'd imagine it's probably 1,500 or so feet above sea level. Stored at 77. Again, we'll check this again going up right up to the 8 o'clock hour. We'll give you the freshest numbers as far as temperatures are concerned. Again, John is off, so kind of just impromptu ad-libbing this. Ocean City, fair skies at 80. So it seems like the cloudiness is more this morning sickness is kind of up towards the central northern sections of New Jersey, Hudson Valley, out to the island. Looks like maybe south of the Driscoll Bridge, 195 in that area. Looking at fair skies, Mount Holly coming in at 80 already, Atlantic City at 78. Again, these are an hour old, but just kind of giving you a quick temperature gradient of what we're seeing. Now, this is the 7-day weather forecast. I'm using the one that Johnny provided from yesterday because he's off vacationing. Maybe he's in the south of France with Darley. I don't know. But so today, 97. There is a chance for some scattered storms here this afternoon and this evening. So just be mindful, and some of those, maybe could be a little bit heavy. So again, watch for that. Justin, yes, today is going to be the day for heat. So he's got 3 little flames there. Scorcher, real scorcher. And I think this is the day JG is heading up to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Hopeful that I'll be able to match up with my good friend Justin. Maybe get some pictures. We'll show you on the broadcast tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to put that together. Another video shoot at 11 this morning. And another meeting at 2. So hopefully we'll get to Justin by about 3:30 or so, give or take a couple minutes there. So anyway, it is going to be a scorcher, as the JG has said. 96 for tomorrow, 97 for Saturday, and probably going to be, closer to the 100 mark on Sunday. And then we get another storm threat chance for Monday. And then we'll cool it down a little bit at 87. Let's see. Yes, like to check it out. So we're going to hang out in Cranford after some ice cream. Absolutely. You got to tell us what's your favorite, what looks good there, what the kids get, the whole deal. So full report tomorrow coming up on the Tri-State Traffic Show about the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Yes. All right. So let's go into our sponsor this half hour is Travels with Darley. You can watch our program on Amazon Prime, TBS Create, as well as Wonderum, and also Ovation TV's Journey. She has an awesome program, takes you all around the world, as we've seen her in France, giving you the best local flavor of all the different destinations that she heads to. She's in her 10th season of Travels with Darley. So, wow, 10 seasons of Travels with Darley. I think she said she has like 50 or 51 half hours of programming. So congratulations to Darley on her 10th anniversary with the big broadcast. But again, she really gets that local flavor as far as what's happening in the city, destination, town, wherever she may be. Also gives you a little bit of a history lesson and tells you the best places to eat and drink. And now, again, we're going to take the banner off here this morning. There we go. Her Facebook Live is this Friday at 12:30. In Bordeaux, France. So that should be a lot of fun. And join her, go to the Facebook page, her Facebook page. That will be Travels with Darley, I should say. Facebook page for the show. And you can just join right in. I think there's like a little bit of an RSVP type thing. I don't know how much is necessary, but just kind of follow the instructions when you get onto it and just click, yes, I'd like to attend. And then, the last one in Santa Fe was very well attended, and it was actually a lot of fun. With Chef Jose Fernandez there from he's coming to you from the Four Seasons of Santa Fe. Darley rolling heavy here, going from the Four Seasons out to, Bordeaux, France on a river cruise. So, got the best job in the world, right? Heading out there, and but I've done many of the video shoot over numerous amount of years, and it may look good to be standing for pictures and whatever in videos and all the fun, but there is a lot of work that goes into doing a show like hers. Trust me on that. I'm taking it from personal experience. There is a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of writing, a lot of camera blocking, directing, and it just there's a lot of behind the scenes work that you never see. You just turn on the TV and you see half an hour of Darley having fun in France, but trust me, there was a long road to get there. It takes a lot of work and a small army of people to help her put all this together. So, again, join the Facebook Live. Maybe ask her a question. How, about the production? What's it like doing a TV show on a riverboat? That may be one of the questions you ask if there's any challenges. So again, that's at 12:30. You can go to her website, darlie-newman.com, for more information. All right, so let's go into the great state of Connecticut. Where are we there? Check this out. And I don't know if Justin is still with us, but just wonder if he saw the Blazer EV first impressions that I did, because I could see JG screaming up the parkway and with 557 horsepower, just blowing past, going past Anna there at the in Homedale at 116 in the Art Center. All right, so we do have an issue here on 95 now. Just came in 9 minutes ago. 3 vehicles, 1615 left lane is shut. So we want to do this. Let's go to the cameras here. Let's do this. I have the feeling it's going to be in the no camera zone. Well, no, I believe it's right here. That's going north, though. All right, let's see. That's clearly going south. I'm almost positive that that's north there. I think this is one of the cameras that I always had in question, because it always seemed like it was really heavy going the opposite way with this, and I always felt like maybe it was labeled wrong, but I don't know. I don't think it is. There's definitely something going on here on the shoulder. Traffic going north. Yeah. Whoa. All right. So let's go to the maps. Let's just check that out in real time. So, see, the maps don't indicate anything going north. I mean, granted, it looks like it was a little slow. We're right in this area here. So we'll go with the delay. If anything, I think I have a feeling that's it, and that camera's labeled wrong, but I could be wrong. 95 south of 27 down through about 24 is heavy. Merritt Parkway at a Trumbull through Fairfield, Westport, just our normal congestion there. And then getting heavier here at 41 down through 38. Again, some of this congestion, maybe some people who would have come down the 8 and 25 to merge with 95 and then got word from the VMS signs, which that's exactly what they're there for. I was talking about this crash out between 16 and 15 before Route 7. They kind of bailed out and went with the Merritt Parkway. Then we're heavy into 11, and then 8 on over to 6 is going to be a busy ride. Southern Lower Westchester, I should say, north on the Hutch is heavy into North Avenue, New England Thruway. That's good, but I'm picking up some delays here out by Leawood Drive. And is this the Bronx River Parkway? So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just the people not sure what to do off of Leawood Drive going north because of that closure. Looks like some road work there. 287 is heavy off the Tappan Zee Bridge heading east into Elmsford. The Tappan Zee Bridge, we're fine. South on the Thruway is busy from 13 down to 12. And then we're looking good through Spring Valley, 287 in Mahwah, Ramsey. We had earlier problems on 287 south of 66 with an investigation, but that's long gone. Thruway up towards Woodbury, Monroe, Goshen, Middletown, Port Jervis. The Beacon Bridge is good. 84 through Fishkill, Stormville, Lake Carmel, Patterson is fine. West on 84 out of the Connecticut line is busy into 684 and Brewster. And then west on 84 is a little bit heavy here at the Route 7 interchange. 684 to 22. That all is looking good. 684 is quiet all the way down into White Plains. All right. So 2 outstanding issues are, or 3 at this point, is going to be this Hutch issue here with that ramp right in here to Bruckner Boulevard going north is still shut. And that's going to be shut, I think, for the foreseeable morning. with a crash investigation. We've also got issues in New Jersey, in Newark on 1-9, getting up towards the Skyway and truck routes 1 and 9. Local lanes have a crash there being tended to. We also have issues here west on 22. It's actually more than 3 things. Out the Parkway, there's a crash there just west of Vauxhall Road. Now we're back to Broad Street. And then we're dealing with a situation with another crash along 287 North here by interchange 13. So let's go back to the incident page here at 7:58 because I want to show you the, I don't know why they don't have that on there. All right, so let's do this very quickly. We'll go to the bridges and tunnels. We'll give you the numbers here this morning. Let's give you the freshest numbers. I'm going to say we're roughly about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 across the board. Not even that at the George, 15. We'll go on average of 15 again across the board. Let's go to New Jersey Transit. Let's see what's cooking there. Hudson Bergen Light Rail suspended both ways, Harborside and Newport because of pedestrian strikes. Substitute buses are being provided. Okay, so hopefully that individual is all right. Morrison Essex line. Boy, let's see. We've got some late because of equipment issues. So I'd say give yourself at least another 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 on the Morrison Essex. The corridor, got a couple canceled trains there this morning, and then the coastline canceled because of mechanical issues. Again, you know, sometimes with these hot temperatures, sometimes even the rail cars have some issues as well. River lines with the 15-minute delays both ways due to broken down train in Pennsauken. Light rail here in the Brick City, a couple of canceled trains due to operator availability. And then we've got substitution there and the suspension, as I mentioned. Let's do this. We'll talk to you about PATH now. Sunday, 6 a.m. to 12 p. No service between Harrison and General Square. We got some service changes there this morning. York Harrison special train. I guess they're doing some weekend track work, you know, before the heart of the season comes back into play. Here we go. So Justin did see the EV. I did, man. Pretty cool stuff. The EV choices are becoming more appealing. Absolutely, they are, and they're only going to get bigger and better. And I'm starting to see a lot more charging stations in the works or already in place or in the books to be started. So I think that's also a step in the right direction. Again, I really think that the electric EV situation is just going to obviously explode here in the next 3 to 5 years. I think is really where the rubber meets the road here with EVs. I really think that is going to be proof positive of what we're able to do as far as charging times and charging infrastructure. You know, just think of the EVs over the last, from when mine was brought to market. It was 2014, but it was really the Chevy Volt that kind of started it off to a degree. There's others or whatever, but we won't. The EV1 and all that stuff, certainly that was the case. Nissan Leaf was also a big game changer as well. But, just in the last 10 years, you really think of, where we're in the mix. Let's say, the Chevy Volt, the Cadillac ELR. And why am I showing you a red Google screen? We'll go back to the maps. We'll just go back to me. Hi. No earthquake here as I adjust the chair. I'm just, anyway, howdy. Big hello. I'm starting to lose it. I don't know. Where am I going with this? We were talking about EVs, but, just think of the first 10 years here, kind of like, I'm trying to put it in a good metaphor that would make sense. Kind of like the, car phone switch over to flip phone type era of the mid 90s or so, late 90s, where everyone had the little Motorola StarTAC attached to their belt. And then obviously Steve Jobs in 2007 just blew the world apart with the first iPhone. So I think we're kind of like with the EVs now, we're maybe like iPhone 4, 5, give or take, and with the charging stations and all that stuff, the more adoption, the more things are going to go on and whatever, I think we're going to rapidly go from iPhone 5 to about iPhone 11 or 12 within the next 2 years or so. As Justin has said, there's a lot of really interesting choices that are going to be out on the market coming in even just the next 12 months, let alone 24 months. And, obviously, once one company, sees how fun it is to play on the playground, and then they start changing their whatever, and then going ahead and adding their vehicles to the market. So it's, I think it's good for consumers. I think it's good for everybody who wants to get into that space. So we'll see how it all plays out. So hopefully we can do some more of those reviews. So thanks, Justin, for watching that. All right, so we're here at 8:03. We're going to the bottom of the hour now. So good morning to everybody. We are here in the Tri-State Traffic Center. O'Don here for a Thursday morning. And it's, again, fairly busy, as it always is. This half hour sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Justin will be heading up that way later on today to get some great ice cream, get some pictures with Justin, hopefully. But JG, definitely take some pictures, you and the family, out in front of the shop. And if you'll email it to me, if you'll let me put them on the air, we'll certainly put them as part of the show tomorrow. I think that's a lot of fun. So definitely say hello to Ralph for me when you get up to the shop. All right. So with that said, let's go back into our action here this morning. And again, New Jersey has been really just getting hit hard here this morning. 287 as you head north again, 287 north in towards 13, between 12 and 13 is a mess because of a crash being reported there. We head out to 80 and 78, 206, 287, all good. 80 here is busy as you get east in towards Parsippany, so look for that. And then east on 24 is fairly busy out by Columbia Turnpike. West on 24 is a mess here, getting past the mall at Short Hills. Don't call it the Short Hills Mall. It's called the mall at Short Hills. South of the Parkway is really crowded here, getting onto 78 West. I think that's just through the long-term construction. But then west on 22 has a crash here at the Parkway, but I think it's on 22. I don't think it's actually on the Parkway itself. Or unless, the other issue is here, the situation. Maybe this is an issue because what they took down all the trade. There used to be, so this section of Route 22 comes past here, the old, oh God, what was that? Was it Highway Bowl? Highway Bowl, Hot 22, west of Vauxhall Road. This is now all demolished, and I believe it's going to be a Ray Catena car dealership. Not sure which brand it's going to be. I don't think it's Mercedes, because Mercedes is like 3 miles down the road, not even that. So I'm thinking maybe Porsche or Infiniti. So it's right as you come back under the Parkway. This is where this crash has been reported, right before the exit for Morris Avenue, between that here and just where you continue on to Route 22. But what they did was, this had all trees and bushes and stuff like that. They blew all of that out, because they're also, I think, fixing the entrance and exit ramps and making this a whole much better interchange. But you can now see just about everything that's going on. So that could be part of it, but we'll look at the camera in a second. Then our other issue here is north on 19, the local lanes getting up into Wilson Avenue. That is going to be a bit of a mess. Let's go back to the Jersey incident list to see if anything else is reported. There is not. We'll go first to the crash on 19 here to Roanoke. It's really where the camera is located here in the AM. Go there. We go here. There it is. So yeah, we're still dealing. Okay, so police are on scene on the local side here this morning. This guy just walking right straight across. I mean, wow. Okay. So involve this van, looks like involves this vehicle here, looks like involves that vehicle. So a three vehicle collision. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, unless there's another vehicle behind it. But again, that's north. Again, that's heading northbound on 19 local lanes are a big mess here this morning, heading all the way back to Route 78. So look for that. We want to go to the cameras on the Parkway because I want to look at that Parkway tower camera. Let's do this here. So, all right. So here's the southbound Parkway on the left. We're, again, really heavy out of Irvington. I mean, even if they turn the camera the other way, you're still not going to be able to see unless they zoom it in all the way down to the long-term repair at Morrison 22. Unless there's something going on there, it's just not being reported. Yeah, it's certainly possible, but it shouldn't be, even with the long-term construction, it shouldn't be back. Should not be back this far, you know, all the way back to 280. I mean, it is, well, really about 144 or so. So we'll keep a close watch on that as well. Again, 287 heading north. Another crash been reported out between 12 and 13. Parkway through Monmouth County is good. 195, 295. We're moving fine. 5542. That's going to be a little bit busy as well. 206, 70. Again, all in fine shape. Route 9, 40, 322. We are clear. 47, 50 is good. And 77 in Bridgeton is off to a nice looking start. It looks like we have some trouble here on the turnpike getting out to the Delaware Memorial Bridge, rated 295. Let's do this. Let's switch. Oh, no, Smitty. I already had it. Here we go. This. Oh, IDAR. We go here. We go there. We go everywhere. So yeah, there is definitely something going on just before the Delaware Memorial Bridge in 295. What it is, I don't know, but you can see that traffic is just, it should be moving better than that. I mean, it is an absolute mess heading out to the Delaware Memorial Bridge. So it's right in here this morning, getting onto the bridge. So maybe something has happened on the bridge itself. Because it's also backing up 295 as well. So yeah, give yourself some extra time there getting into Delaware here this morning. All right, so 8:10 is our time. Unfortunately, my little temperature gauge thingy went out, so unable to see that, but I imagine it's got to be into the mid 80s. Go to North Jersey now. West on 80 through Patterson is heavy. South on 208 is busy into Maple Avenue. Both ways of 17 is heavy here at Central Avenue in Rochelle Park. Rochelle, right? Eastbound on Route 4 here at Hackensack Avenue also is fairly crowded. Again, we showed you the Hudson River crossings all between 10 and 15. 8:11 is our time now. Staten Island, east on the expressway to Victory Boulevard is starting to back up traffic just a bit. The Gowanus Prospect, normal delays there up to the BQE. South is heavy on the BQE from Queens Boulevard all the way in to the Brooklyn Bridge is just a mess. Let's see here now. The belt is looking good through Brooklyn and Queens. You know, some sluggishness out by the airport, but what else is new? Both ways, the Van Wyck is heavy here at the Hillside Avenue exit. North on the Cross Island is busy. Pretty much passing Belmont Racetrack up to the LIE. South is heavy on the Cross Island out of the Throgs Neck. East on the LIE is heavy here at the Clearview. Midtown Tunnel is about 20-15 at the Queensboro Bridge. Southbound FDR is really busy from the RFK, I should say. I have to get my political figures straight. Getting out to the upper 60s. The Bruckner fairly heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway. West, both ways, the Cross Bronx and the 3rd Avenue is busy. And then we want to, let's re-update you on the issue here on the Hutch. exit here for Bruckner Boulevard. Again, it's on the ramp here is where that flipped over school bus was being reported. So that exit is going to be shut with the left lane out of service with Highway Motorcycle Patrol there. And just blocking off this exit ramp. Now, they had the camera. They can't really see anything that's behind this tree as far as what is going on. But it is, a really slow ride back onto the Whitestone Bridge. So, yeah, let's just see if we can see anything here. You can see it here north, again, coming off of the Whitestone Bridge. All righty, then. Let's do this, friends. 8:13 is our time. Want to, what are we going to do here? Let's see. I'm going to just leave you on the map for a moment, and I will be back here in just a brief moment. But, let's bring up the temperature list for you. Observation list. I mean, look at EWR almost at 85 degrees here. So we're really cooking with gas here this morning. I'm going to leave you here with the 7-day weather forecast, and I will be back in just a quick moment. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Just to take care of a couple things very, very quickly. Anyway, so there's your 7-day weather forecast from our friend John Rocco, our meteorologist in training here this morning. Also, this half hour is sponsored by the aforementioned Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, located in beautiful and historic Cranford, New Jersey, right off of the Raritan Valley line of NJ Transit on 22 North Avenue West. Head on over there as Justin will be headed up that way today. Hopefully we'll be able to meet up with Justin later on this afternoon. Again, it's on North Avenue, as the locals call it, but it's really Route 28. It's a state highway. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and this is what Justin's going to encounter later on today. I'm sure he's going to get one of each, right? I don't even know. But cotton candy, he's got the core 3, the vanilla chocolate strawberry, Also the grasshopper. He's got the coconut. He also has the peach mango sorbet, the blood orange sorbet, lemon sorbet. Just a whole plethora of whole assortment of different flavors for you to choose and enjoy. Cookie Monster and M&M Explosion, coffee, vanilla chocolate super crunch, just amazing ice cream here. My good friend Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery also has these ice cream sandwiches, as well as the flying saucers with the plain or with the rainbow sprinkles on them. So some really delicious treats there. And again, if somebody has a summertime, a birthday, or just having a barbecue, looking for a kind of a refreshing treat, has these all occasion cakes, the classic ice cream cake, with the pillowy soft chocolate vanilla ice cream with the chocolate crunchies in the center. He's got many different color offerings as far as the icing is concerned. So again, you can write on the cake and so forth. So really a great all occasion cake from a small round, serves 4 to 6 people or so, all the way up to 40 people with the large sheet cake. I love to see what a large sheet cakes looks like. But again, they're very highly customizable as well. So once again, it's the Tri-State Traffic Show. As our Vanilla Bean Creamery is the proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. And we thank Ralph so much, and get out and enjoy, especially with this heat. I'm sure the line will be around the corner, so hopefully Justin doesn't have to wait too long. But I get a feeling there's going to be a bit of a wait over the next 4 or 5 days, especially this upcoming weekend with the scorching temperatures we're going to be looking at. All right, friends, let's do this. We'll go back to our maps here and kind of give our final summation of what we've got going on here this morning. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's run down the incident lists here. So they're saying a crash, lower level of the George. One right lane is blocked. This is on the Creek Road, exit 43 off of the southbound side of 295. That is still closed until further notice. And then north on 1 and 9 is still really busy, getting up to truck routes 1 and 9 with this crash right in here. And also on 287, it's been really busy from exit 8 straight up the line to exit 13. Now somebody's saying there may be construction. Let's take a look at that real quick, because I don't know if I buy that, but you never know. The Easton, that's north, that's heading away from us. This is at 28. There, I don't see anything that's northbound or is coming towards us. Spider web, or is that an actual spider with the legs? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I digress. That's a fairly congested ride. Other than that, 78 fairly busy here west of the Parkway. That's typical delays. Heading down the shore, everything is going to be in fine order. We want to go towards our Long Island incidents here, because I want to update you on that Sunrise Highway crash to see if that is still out of service. Westbound, all lanes still closed at Hospital Road. So that is what this fairly large delay is here. Shirley and Mastic. The best idea is to go with the William Floyd, head north, and again north on the William Floyd. The WFP. As we go west on the LIE out to the Sandy Coast is heavy. Both ways of the southern is pretty busy here between the Meadowbrook, Wantagh, 135. Northern State west through Syosset is pretty busy. West on the LIE here at 135. Then again at 39 is crowded. Just our normal delays through the city here this morning. Let's go to the city incident page. Just check that out in real time. So Eastern Parkway is being reported as shut at Buffalo Avenue. Must have been some kind of an investigation. still at this crash out by East Tremont on the ramp there. East Tremont on the eastbound Cross Bronx, getting up into that Bruckner. There's the George. So it's very possible this hutch, did this clear? It did clear up. Okay. So there it is. So the hutch is now reopened heading north, and our delays should clear out here momentarily. At Otis Avenue. Let's just hang with this here. So I think they're thinking, well, let's see. All right. So I don't know where they were headed with that, but I believe it's still this fairly substantial delay getting up to Pelham Parkway. So coming off of the Throgs Neck extension. Where is Otis Avenue? It's got to be right in here. Let's see. Otis Avenue. Oh, there it is, Otis. The camera is located right here. This one. I don't know why it's saying south. I don't know. Anyway, so the camera, I think, is located right in here. I believe that's it right there. Yes, sir. There's the camera there. This is what they're looking at here. So all this traffic is going north on 95, coming up to the Frogs Neck interchange right in here. Anyway, it's low. Let's get off of that. I got about 3 more minutes here left in the broadcast because we're going to set up for the NJ On Air program. So watch for that here. Go to Facebook and YouTube to watch that. Let's go to the Connecticut list now very quickly. Look at roadwork, 95 delays, 95. So it's just delays here along 95 all the way from 26 down through about 5 is really heaviest. Let's go to the Hudson Valley incident page. Dial this up. East in the 287 after exit 2, there's a crash there. It's about an hour old. So look for that. And in Columbia, Route 9, property damage, Blue Hill Road, Blue Hill, Drew Hill. Hudson-Bergen Light Rail suspended both ways, Harborside, Newport. Still an accident investigation there. We've got some service chains, a couple canceled trains here. Equipment availability canceled, Morrison Essex, the corridor, as well as the coastline here this morning. River Line, 15-minute delays both ways into Pennsauken there with a broken down train. Let's check out Path, shall we? Journal Square 33rd, Hoboken 33rd. That's delayed because of signal issues. Let's go to the MTA, subways, buses, and tunnels. Wow, a lot of delays here. C&E delay with crews investigate someone on the tracks, 42nd Street, Port Authority bus terminal. that. The F and M trains are delayed while they share the tracks in Manhattan with rerouted AC and E trains. So, our trains here, W, running delays after crews address mechanical problem of 49th Street. The A and the F, again, this is that issue there. We'll go to the rails now. Some delays in the Hudson line, 10 to 15 minutes because of track condition from Marble Hill and Morris Heights. Again, sometimes with these hot temperatures, I've said, maybe 20 to 30 minute delays to track condition in Mount Vernon, East, and New Rochelle. So trains starting to fall apart slightly for the morning rush hour. All right, friends, we've got to go here very shortly in about the next 2 minutes. Again, thank Darlie for the sponsorship. Head over to her Facebook page. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Head over to her Facebook page, Travels with Darlie. That's the Facebook page you want to be on. And sign up for the Facebook Live, which is tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 Eastern Time. So a lunchtime affair with Darlie Newman in Bordeaux, France. Sounds like a very fun opportunity there to get to know more about France and the Bordeaux section of that country. Also, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery is also a proud sponsor of the show. Head up to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, as Justin is going to do later on today. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. And also, that is on 22 North Avenue West. The 908-272-3000 is the phone number. All right, friends, let me just bring myself back on camera, and we'll definitely retire this shirt because it looks like the background. So sorry about that. Anyway, we thank you so much for joining us here on the big broadcast. And we are going to head over to the NJ on-air servers now, coming up at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Join myself, Kara Christina, and meteorologist Mike Favetta in the Weather Center for a check of this hot, steamy forecast. So with that said, have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely. Check those fluids in the vehicle. Make sure you're not a traffic incident report on other media's traffic. So definitely enjoy this Thursday, and maybe get out to the beaches and cool off and just try to stay cool, everybody. And again, we'll see everyone tomorrow. See you later.